Industrial project is one of the few industrial projects that we have here, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. Well, the technology doesn't work too much. Well, like an industrial project, I have the pleasure to present you speed bumps. We are a road safety company, and we have developed a new product. It is cast iron speed bumps. Thank you. Okay. We are Ecobam. We are a road safety company. We have developed a new product. It is cast iron speed bumps. It's a product that doesn't exist on the world. And our objective is to saving lives and prevent accidents. What's the problem that we have seen and the problem that we have solved? That the standard speed bumps in the market, they have problems with fissations, they have a short life, they are deformable, and they are breakable. So we have developed a solution. It is a speed bump. It is a cast iron speed bump, first of all. It has a warranty of 10 years that is much more than the current warranty in the market. We can put LED lighting, so even a smart city concept. It has an anti-theft system, and it is certified and patented. The market we are focused are special projects, like for example, the Barcelona airport, or councils and road departments. This is Barcelona airport project. Here we have different photos of the speed bump with the lights and so. And okay, what are our competitors? Our main competitors are rubber and concrete asphalt. In this percentage, 70%, 30%. In both cases, for rubber, the problem is that they have a short life. Anyway, we are in the streets and we are seeing the speed bumps that they are changing daily. If we go to the concrete, it is around 30%, and they are expensive and aggressive. And the problem that they have is they have a medium life. We have developed Ecobam with cast iron. It is a startup project. It has really high quality and certified, and they have 10 years warranty, long life, and it is 100% recyclable. This is the market and sales. We are right now here in Spain, 2% of a yearly volume of 1,900 million euros per year. I mean, it is really an international opportunity due that this product is not in the market. If we go to the business model we have developed, we have a really small structure with very low fixed costs, and this permits us to have a scalability of the product. As you see, these are the fixed costs, and the direct costs, they go well aligned with the sales. These are our milestones. Our biggest project is December 2012 in Barcelona Airport. We have different projects. Barcelona Rovira Tunnel, it's a really extremely aggressive project where cars drive around 60 kilometers per hour, and we are talking about 30,000 cars per day. Monterrey in Mexico, we are in Canary Islands, we are in La Rioja, in Tarragona. Well, we have already working around Spain, and we are working with Colombia, Peru, Mexico, and UK. Okay, what is where we are seeking, the goals we are seeking here? Okay, it is around 500,000, 1 million euros, and the objective is to hire 2 more sales international people, to increase the sales activity, to develop the present and international fairs, and well, develop the international market. Well, this is our project. Thank you very much, and well, I hope to see you soon. Yo me siento.
Okay, thank you. All right. The next startup is doing something that I found hard to believe when they told me about it, but they claim they have intelligent LED. They claim they're the MP3 of lighting. So they claim that if you give them a space, They will make the light any way you want it, whether it's candlelight, sunlight, whatever. Can you believe that? Well, here's ledmotive.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we're ledmotive. We have a technology based on LED lighting, okay? What is the best lighting condition you have ever experienced in your life? Probably it will come to your mind something like this image here, but unfortunately, we spend most of our time in interior spaces, office, at home, and this light is completely unnatural and it's not healthy for us. So, now it's time to change from a light bulb that is based on efficiency to a light bulb that is based on our brain. So we have to change from the green bulb to the brain bulb. There's even a medical condition which is called SAD, and the name is very explicit. It's seasonal affective disorder, and it's suffered for about 10 to 20% of the population. This is a huge market. And nothing can be done up to now because the light is static. We have a technology that is dynamic and can change the spectrum in real time. So we can bring natural light into interior spaces. So what if I tell you have technology that can copy exactly every light condition that can be found in nature very easily with your mobile phone? You can even store it in digital media and share it on social networks. This would revolutionize the market. So welcome to the MP3 of light. What is it all about? We have a technology that is based on LEDs, so it is efficient, number one. We have a driving electronics that drive these LED components, and also all these electronics is in charge of handling the communications and hold the intelligent algorithms for spectral reproduction. All this technology is packaged inside the housing, and this is what we sell. We sell a light bulb, a physical light bulb, along with services on the cloud. Of course, this is patented in 14 countries in Europe and 9 countries all over the world. And our technology is, of course, connected to the Internet of Things. So just one number, $58 billion in 2020, okay? This is a huge market, and we will be there with our technology. Regarding the business model, we have mainly 2 different business models, mass market and professional market. For professional market, we can manufacture our own luminaires, but for the mass market, we want to associate with manufacturers so that they can include our technology as ledmotive inside, as comparison with Intel inside. So we are a business-to-business company. This is some numbers about our evolution, but let me say that we need €500,000 to make this a reality. And we need it for pushing our prototype to a commercial product, but also to building the team necessary for it. All these people is already using our technology in Europe. But probably the most impressive example is that the National Gallery is using our technology in one exhibition, and our system has been running for 3 months in an exposition in the National Gallery. And 10,000 visitors have been there seeing our technology. With regards to the team, I'm the techie guy of the company, but I'm not alone. I'm very lucky because I have 3 business-oriented people that know how to move this company forward. Finally, I just want to say that we're getting traction now, and that if you can invest in us, you won't regret this opportunity. Please come and visit us here in our stand and see our lights, because it's worth it. Thank you.
Woo. Good job. Okay, we've got one more startup. Now, you all know that Spain is one of the biggest countries in the world for wind power, right? The reality is that I think there was a storm a couple of years ago here in Spain. It was really windy, and about half of the power requirements of the whole country were being supplied by wind that day. It was amazing, and it was something that the whole world started to look at. Well, imagine if you could improve the engines on wind power, if you could make them more efficient. Imagine if you could make a better transmission so that you could be even more efficient with wind power. Well, the next startup is making transmissions more efficient, not just for wind engines, but for all kinds of combustion engines and electric engines. Ladies and gentlemen, PowerTrack.
Thank you very much. Today I would like to talk about our company PowerTrack, and in particular about our product Infitran. Infitran is an infinitely variable transmission. It's a unique product that has many applications, as we'll see. So, a great deal of the energy that we consume, and we consume a lot of energy, and we consume more energy every year, but a great deal of this energy is used to move things. And in particular, it's used to accelerate things, whether it's cars, lifts, or wind turbine generators, which need to start up with slow wind, speed up, slow down again with the wind is slow, and so forth. So all this moving of heavy loads that need to be accelerated causes a great deal of problems to mechanical engineers and to companies that use them. So what we have is a solution that addresses a lot of the current problems with transmissions. And it does two things that makes it unique. One is that it varies the speed continuously and steplessly, i.e. it's the relationship between the input speed and the output speed can be changed in a continuous manner. And we can even change this relationship down to neutral, i.e. we can have a spinning motor with the output shaft in neutral and continuously speed that up or even bring it back down into reverse in a continuous manner. And this is quite unique. And then the other important feature is that we can deal with heavy loads, with heavy forces, because we have two components in our transmission, a belt and a planetary gear with very normal traditional gears. The bulk of the power flows through the gear, so we can handle very high loads. And so those are our two unique features that makes it applicable in a large number of applications. If we briefly look at other transmissions in the market now, we know, car transmissions where we change the car speed and the engine speed varies back and forth as we accelerate the car. With automatic transmissions, we're able to have many more gears, so we are able to keep the car speed, the engine speed, in a more narrow and more efficient speed range. Recently, what is called continuously variable transmissions have come on the market. This is very common in many cars, in snowmobiles, in scooters. And in these, we can keep the engine speed constant while the vehicle speed changes. And this is very good because engines are most efficient at a certain speed or have the greatest torque at a certain speed. I've been able to do this, allows one to be more efficient and have more power out of a given engine. With our Infitran, we can do the same as a continuous variable transmission, but we can bring it all the way down to neutral so that when we start up, we have a much greater starting torque than is possible with a continuous variable transmission or any of these manual transmissions will require a clutch to start. So in internal combustion engines, we have great advantages. So we have a greater starting torque compared to continuous variable transmission, automatic and manual. We have no need of a clutch or gearbox like CVTs do. And because we keep the engine running at its most efficient speed at all vehicle speeds, we're more efficient. And we provide greater comfort to the user because we have a smoother acceleration rather than shifting. In electric drives, which are more and more important, and this also applies in elevators, and in a reverse way in wind turbine generators, we offer better performance because of a very high starting torque, longer range before we're more efficient. We're less demanding on batteries and electric grids because we don't have high surges when we start up. And most importantly, we can provide a lower cost solution from day one when we apply our system. And this is because to achieve variability in speed with electric motors, the normal way it's done today is through variable frequency, variable voltage drives, which can be very expensive, particularly for high loads, and expensive permanent magnet motors that rely on rare earth metals, which are strategically sometimes difficult to obtain and expensive. So here's an example of our transmission applied in an elevator. And we talk about the elevator machine, which is the unit that raises the elevator. And it consists of a motor, a variable frequency drive, a pulley and brake, and in our case, Infitran. So a high-end machine would cost in the order of 4,000 euros, including all these components. A lower cost machine from, say, China would be lower cost of about maybe 3,000 euros. With our transmission, we can replace this very expensive motor that can cost between 1,500 to 2,000 euros, with a very simple induction motor with a cost of around 500 euros. That's maybe even more powerful than the ones that we're replacing. And we have no need for the variable frequency drive, so that's a straight saving. We don't know the cost of our transmission, but given our target for that we expect it to be, in this application, we can see savings of over 1,000 euros, which is about a third lower than a low-cost equivalent machine. And we expect to have better performance because we'll have a more gentle ride, which is very important for elevators. And so this is one example on the economics for lifts that also applies to the other applications. So our team, we have Elena Gonzalez, who's the managing director, and she has a background in physics, and she's been working in energy companies for many years. Myself, I'm in business development. I have an engineering background, and I've been involved in 2 previous startups. And Juan Cidro is a product development director who has been specializing in this transition for the last several years. In terms of milestones, we have patents for our transmission, both in Europe and the US. We have won various international awards recently. We were selected by Repsol Fondo Emprendedores 2 years ago, and they funded a prototype that we certified. And our next step is to raise funds to build a commercial product, to do a side-by-side comparison to show the advantage that will allow us to license our technology in specific applications, which is a business model. Thank you very much.